Hey guys, optibotimus back with part 2 of my video review for my Transformers Animated Voyager class Cybertron mode Megatron. Now in this part I'm going to try and show you how to transform this guy. So first what you want to do is these little wing doodads right here, you want to fold these back in. So just tuck and they just push right back in. Go ahead and do that on both sides. This front section here you want to separate, so just pull those apart. They clip together by little tiny pegs, which I don't know if you can... oh, that's way too close. Yeah, on the bottom there you see those little pegs. They just clip together like that. Now right here, go ahead and grab... let me kind of zoom up. These little guys right here, just kind of put your fingers in them and pull them apart. It's a little bit tricky, but you just need to pull them out. Okay, so they clip in by pegs, so you just gotta separate those. Pull those down, just get those out of the way. Now that you got these separated like so, these little guys down here, go ahead and fold these up. Fold those in like so, and they kind of peg inside here like that. Rotate the legs down. Now this, when you have it like this with the fusion cannon in the back, the legs need to be rotated to the front. These pieces here, which you just folded, there were the little pinchers on the front, those become his knees. So go ahead and do that. Down here on the feet, take this, just fold that out, and you'll do that. Again, fold that out, fold that back like so. Now you got feet for Lord Megatron. Now we're going to come up a little bit more, so you get, I can show you the upper torso section. Right here, these arms, these are going to be his arms, just pull those apart. They connect by little tiny prongs inside here. When you pull those out, come out, just separate them like so. Right here is his landing gear. Go ahead and put that down. Rotate his torso back and then down, bringing forward the arms, and that will lock down into place. Pull the arms all the way out, and you'll see his head will automorph out. Rotate the arms down like so, bending forward the elbow. Doing the same here with his big gigantic fusion cannon attached. And very simply, then you got these little doodads on the side here. Just go ahead and fold those down on both sides. And there, as I said, very simply is Megatron. Now, Megatron in his robot mode is a little bit better than his Cybertronian jet mode. Still not too much of a fan of it, although he does have some pretty freaking cool, because of all the translucent pieces. Sorry, that's a really bright light that I'm hitting you guys with. He gets a lot of really cool light effect. His eyes are pretty flippin' sinister as well. If you can see him without me blinding people. Yeah. Not gonna happen too well. I'll get it. But let me kind of talk a little bit about what we got here in terms of his color scheme. He's still primarily this gray. A lot, you know, with the red, the translucent red just really blasts out. It's really kind of cool looking. A lot of black, gold Decepticon symbol here, right in his center chest. That's pretty much the only color that shows itself due to the transformation. But in terms of articulation, his head will not rotate. It can, but because of his little chin piece here, which you can't see because my camera sucks. Oh. Because of the little chin pieces right there, he has a little bit of a hard time rotating fully around. I did it once and then it was a pain in the ass to get it back, but that's about it. Doesn't really have much movement in the head. It wiggles up and down, but I think that's just because it's kind of loose there. Articulation in the arms, he's very well articulated, I'll give him that. He's got some twisting here in the waist. That's pretty much it. So you can get him twisted a little. His arms, both 360 degrees. I'm not a big fan of the clicky click click. I think that's annoying. In and out of the body there. Also bends at 2 joints, as all the animated figures have 2, at least I think they do, 2 joints at the elbow for articulation, and it also rotates. His hands are kind of gay. They're translucent. The fingers are translucent, as you can kind of see there. They just rotate a little. That's about it. But I wish he had hands like Starscream. Starscream's hands were cool. Same thing with this arm, but now you got this big giant cannon thing attached to it, which just really, really takes away from this figure, in my opinion. You come down to his legs, forward and back at the hip, in and out at the hip, and also at the knee. The feet are kind of goofy. They got some poseability because of the transformation, but mine, this one here, his right leg is really stiff, so it holds very well. That's where all the weight goes. But the left one is really flimsy and really kind of loose. So, like I said, all the weight is being held in his other leg here. Overall, that's pretty much it. Let me talk about this fusion cannon thing. It's really obnoxious. Really, really big. Look how big that is. I mean, it's dumb. And the only way, and you can't really get it, I mean, it's angled down. If you keep it like this, he's got his fusion cannon on the bottom, which just kind of looks tacky. So it's almost like you have to twist his arm, bend it so you can get it in the proper Megatron pose, where it's on the top. So his arm right now is upside down and all bent and shit. But that's the only real way to get him where it's you know, G1 accurate. So then you twist it around. You can take it off, but I recommend not taking it off, because once you get it off, you got this crazy hook thing here that you can't do shit with. It just hangs there, and it's completely obnoxious, although, I mean, it makes the figure a lot more, you know, you can stand him a lot more, or not stand as in pose, but you can tolerate him better when he's like that. It just clips on. There's a little hole right there by that finger. It just clips in right in here, but kind of obnoxious with it. He can obviously fire his cannon with this little red thing here, but also you got this little thing here, which just isn't too terribly bad. If you take this side here and rotate this, the other blade pops forward, creating this sword doodad, which, okay, woo. I mean, and then you just rotate that back and it slides right back in. Overall, aesthetically, he looks okay, except for the big giant cannon thing sticking out of his arm. I kind of like the way his body looks. I just wish they could have gotten rid of the really stupidly big cannon. Poseability, pretty good. The display look of him isn't too bad. I just really dislike this gigantic cannon it really takes away from how good this figure could be. If you took the cannon off, that'd be one thing, but again, you're left with this goofy ass hook thing still on. So there you go, guys. There's my general description, or I'm sorry, there's the transformation video showing you how to transform this guy. Stay tuned for part 3. I'll show you how to transform him back to his robot mode. So stay tuned.